Okay, so just for Kevin, we're just going to go through a basic form on teaching you how to do our ground holds. So you want to use the word, think of the word no kamai, not gatami. In judo, you use the word gatami to mean hold and pin, but we want to have the idea in our mind that we flow through from one position to another. So we use no kamai. So you've got keza no kamai rather than keza gatami. But a lot of the movements will be similar to judo. So we want to imagine the person's face up, this is their head. So what we want to think about is the first one is keza no kamai, or scarf fold. So we have our legs spread like we're running, this hand is under the head, so the head is kind of here, and this hand is tucking their other arm under your armpit, and you want to put your hand on the elbow to stop the elbow pushing out. And my head is normally down here. Okay, so this is your first stance. We can also do this here, here, and what this stance will do is push weight into the shoulder. There's also a kazuri, which is broken scarf hold, and this would be pretty much the same here, but instead of having their arm come up my back here, in this case their arm is across the front here. Okay, but it's basically the same hold. So from keza no kamai, what we're going to do is we're going to lift this leg up, pull this leg underneath, rotate around so we're underneath the shoulder, knee on the ground, and we're going to basically be lifting the shoulder off the ground and our head's down. So their head is here and their arm is coming through across their throat this way, and the other arm is out here somewhere. Okay. We have this knee in if we're doing fighting someone they're striking, because if they're striking, this will restrict their movement. If they're not striking, so if we're doing a judo competition or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, then we want to be this way because it puts more force through the shoulder. Okay. From here, we're going to bring the knee in. So what will normally happen is they'll put pressure on my face this way to try and push me away. So if they're strong, we then release, we come down, this hand comes through the leg, and I'm either grabbing the belt or the base of their suit. So this is Yoko Shiho, side 4/4. Okay. My body is in what we would call a moimofu, heavy blanket. So I want to sink the hips to the ground, put pressure through here. So then they might straighten this leg out. So as they straighten that leg out, I'm going to release and come up to the head. I'm going to come into Shiho, which is 4/4. Okay, so Shiho no kamai. So the head's facing this way and we're just over the body. What I'm then going to do is lay down, chest to chest, and rotate. So essentially what I'm doing now is I'm bringing my chest to their chest, my hands are over their arms, and their arms are underneath my armpits. What we can also do with this is have their hands underneath the arms, so the arms are this way, and grabbing the belt. Okay. We also have a version of this which is, I can't remember the Japanese name of it, but it means to, what do we call it? Bury alive. Okay? And in this case, so normally with this, the head is off to one side, but what we can do with bury alive, you can come a little bit further down, and you've basically got their face in your groin here pretty much, and you suffocate them with your body. Okay, so from here, we're going to come up into Seiza. Normally when we're in this position, the body is here. So their shoulders are on your legs, your hands are on your chest, and then essentially just bow like we would do normally here. And in doing this, it's a neck break, so you're putting pressure on the face of the spine and you break the neck. Okay. What you will also find, you see this with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they'll be in this position here where their legs are here for them to get through. So again, this is just Seiza, but it's between the legs on this side. Okay. From here, we're going to move around. I'm going to move into Kiba. So Kiba just means horse. Okay. And again, what you tend to find with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, they'll be here, and you can do it from between the legs. So there's ways of getting through the legs and pushing down and getting over to here, and they will get into this position. So they call this one the mount. It's basically the same. From here, pressure, come up, rotate. So this is called EI, no kamai. So EI is in drawing sword. So this is pulling into the body and this is pushing here. Hand behind the head. Knee onto the sternum, and normally I'd grab the belt or the trousers, but in this case we'll just go on him. Weight comes up, push through here. From here, we turn the body over so the face is facing downwards. Yeah. This is called Fudoza. Okay, Fudoza just means immovable. Okay, and then from here, we'll come into turtle. So turtle, we want to have everything nice and tight, so the elbows on the inside here. So with the turtle position, it's very good defensively if you're fighting on the ground, and they would use it from the point of view of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Judo. If there's a if you're doing it from the point of view of someone striking, it's a really rubbish position. It's good for a very short period of time, but you are quite heavily exposed. So if I'm using this and I'm fighting someone who's striking, I come into this, it gives me a moment to breathe and to think about something, and then I would go out from here for an attack. Okay, but I wouldn't stay in this position. If I was doing Judo or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I would do, because there's no striking, so it's not a problem. Let me turn over. We've got the same thing on this side. Okay. So they're basically our ground fight.